All right. So, as we were stating, we have Tokusatsu Batman,
I'm so excited for that.
which is going to be sweet.
That
It's
just
called
got announced like yesterday or the day before, right?
at C2E2. So this was
Okay.
like over the weekend.
Okay.
So it's called Immortal Legend Batman is the actual title.
Yeah.
Everyone,
And,
Steve, full-time slave to the man, sometimes comic book artist, and you're watching Council of Comics.
And Dan Mora kind of dropped that nugget of news on the internet.
It's an Elseworlds book.
Yes, it is. It's going to be in August. It's going to be a miniseries. And yeah, like we were saying, it's being written by the guys that do the Massiveverse books. But they did the really, really cool Power Rangers comics from past few years.
Yeah.
And they also have been writing the Ultraman comic from Marvel.
For Marvel. Okay.
Right, so they know that whole genre like very, very well. So they're like the best guys to kind of shepherd that. And Dan Mora, obviously, he did some work on Power Rangers before he went to DC.
Yeah.
So he's in that vein.
That's where I found him.
Yeah, so
Basically.
this is like a dream project, I think,
this
for
is-
like
this
all
is
of them.
Very cool.
This went right up high on the list of like books that I'm looking forward to.
Yeah,
this
100%.
year,
Me too.
As soon as I saw the news.
It was like, because they talked about Elseworlds books, and they released a few, but it seems like it stopped.
It slowed down a little bit.
So it's good. It's good that we're getting more,
Right.
especially because there's a lot of them that are missing, like Batman Nightfire and
Yeah, the Barbarian
Barbarian
one.
Batman.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
So it'd be nice to get some more Elseworlds
and
books in there. But this isn't this, but just the concept of this
the concept
so
is amazing.
sweet,
Yeah,
though.
I know, and I just feel like, just the concept, and like you said, it's the perfect team.
Yes.
So-
So it is a different artist who's doing the interiors. It's not Dan Mora.
Okay.
He's doing well, I shouldn't say that. He's doing backups. So he's doing I think it's going to be like a main story and a backup story.
Okay.
And he's going to do the backups, but he did do the character designs.
Okay.
And there's another artist, I think her name is Erica Durso, I think is her name.
Durso,
And she's going to be doing like the main interiors.
Mm-hmm.
But he's doing the covers, Dan Mora.
Yeah.
And like we saw, like they had Batman, Nightwing, Robin.
Yeah.
They all looked.
It looks
sweet,
really
yeah.
good. I mean, this is actually something that 5-year-old me would lose my because that's all. I came home, I watched Power Rangers and Batman the Animated
Sure.
Series,
Now we're matching them up.
and now we're mashing them up.
Yeah, it's
and
pretty sweet.
it looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I feel like they're getting everybody that knows what they're doing on one book, and you really want to see that.
Well, right, exactly, because you have people working on it that have like a love for that genre, and then obviously Dan Moore, he has a love for that genre, and he knows Batman, and he works on Batman, so he's like a perfect choice to be to be involved in it. So I'm really stoked for it. I will say I remembered this, so I don't think they're the same. It's not gonna be the same continuity or anything, but in the first issue of the most recent Brave and the Bold series, Dan Mora had a black and white backup in that.
Right.
And this was similar in concept.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I don't
yeah,
think
yeah.
it's the same.
Okay.
I think it's
What was it called?
I don't remember, but I did look
remember
back
that.
at it. But I don't. It's not this
Okay,
though. But if
okay.
you want to get a taste
Yeah.
of like what I think this is going to be like, other than it being in black and white,
Yeah.
go back to that Batman: The Brave and the Bold issue #1.
Yeah, those Rev and Bold books had a lot of gems in them. It's
Yeah.
just, it was a shame that it was like $9.
I think that's the problem with the book, right?
Yeah.
Is that it was the price tag. But if you go back and you look at some of those stories, and
Yeah.
there were some good stories in there that maybe people didn't write because you didn't want to drop $9-10 on it, whatever it was. I don't remember now, but it was a pricey.
It was it was $9-10.
Pricey
It was
cover.
$9-10. I don't even know was it bi-monthly or
I don't remember to be
Yeah.
honest with you. I think it was monthly.
it was not any book where you pick up and it's $10. It's like
Yeah, I mean, you're getting your money's worth, but it's just that the fact that you have to drop $10 along
Right.
with all your other books that
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
buying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it might not always be characters. Because I remember they were running like a Stormwatch story
Yeah.
in there, which I don't have any problem with Stormwatch, but maybe I wouldn't necessarily go out of my way to buy a Stormwatch book.
especially if you're looking for Batman books and it's just like, okay, Stormwatch is in here. That's interesting.
Right.
Because they come from
Wildstorm.
Jim Lee's
Wildstorm.
Wildstorm, yeah.
Right, which they were trying to integrate them with the DC universe, and I
Yeah,
get that.
they were
I know.
heavily trying to push Grifter for a while.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah. Especially when the book, I think it was like the precursor to Brave and the Bold. Was it Urban?
Oh, Urban Legends.
Urban Legends. And I remember like the first story out of the gate
Yeah,
with that was Grifter.
Yeah.
Right. So,
Which was good. It was a good story.
And I get it. Like Jim
Yeah.
Lee, especially Jim Lee's in the position he's in at DC, and he's got his characters, and I get it. There's nothing wrong with it, but at the same time, I might not be anxious.
Yeah, yeah, and a lot of people wouldn't be anxious to like I said, look for those stories in a Batman book.
But at the same time, like you said, there were some good ones in there, especially the Tom King, Mitch Gerard's Batman Joker story.
Yes.
You remember that one?
That was good.
That was really good.
That was really good. Very creepy.
Yeah, and that started in that same first issue that we're talking about with the black and white. So if you go back and look for this Tokusatsu Batman that we're talking about, you can also
It's worth
jump on.
$800 right now. Go get it.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, definitely worth it. But yeah, Immortal Legend Batman starting this August.
Yeah.
I believe.
Good. More Elseworlds. I'm good with
6
that.
issues. Yeah.
I like Elseworlds.
Man, especially Batman Elseworlds.
I feel like that's the premier Elseworlds character.
It is, because it all started with Gotham by Gaslight.
Yeah.
Which wasn't officially labeled in Elseworlds, but that's what kicked it off. And then
everything after that, like collected issues and everything, it all has Elseworlds on Gotham by Gaslight.
Yes, yeah, that's what I mean. That was exactly like they kind of retroactively put it on there because that was viewed as like the first one. That was the thing. They were like, okay, this is like a thing.
Be a thing now,
right? And then they did like Holy Terror, Batman Holy Terror,
and that's where Vampire Batman came from.
Yes, that was Kelly Jones. It was
Kelly Jones.
Red Rain.
And,
yeah.
It was cool,
that was a gorgeous
two or
book
three.
too.
Yeah,
they did
that
three
was
of
good.
them.
And then wasn't there one where Batman become the Green Lantern one?
There was that in Darkest Night or Blackest Night, whatever it was called. Yeah, there was that. And then they did a Superman one where Superman. How did it work? Was it Bruce Wayne had Superman's powers? Or speeding bullets.
Yeah, speeding bullets.
Superman speeding bullets. So I think it was that Superman went to he landed in Gotham. I think was the whole setup. So there was kill Superman.
Now they have the Elseworlds in the movie universe too. Like,
is that what's supposed to be the Batman or
Batman's part of the Elseworlds?
Oh yeah, there was that was something like James Gunn had decided.
Which is funny because it's the better movie.
Maybe I don't know if you guys have heard about it. Josh, you're pretty up on stuff, so you probably heard about it. They say that Matt Reeves is really sick.
So that is a rumor going around that's what's
Batman
taking.
2 might not ever happen.
I know the show's about to fall apart here on camera, but listen, it is
similar to Chadwick Boseman.
Right?
Oh my God!
As in that he
allegedly. Allegedly.
Yeah, this is right. This is rumor. So, but it is going around that he's ill, and that's why this hasn't happened yet. And it may be a life-threatening situation. I don't want to say like a whole lot more.
Finish the script. Like,
that's confirmed. Like that's confirmed. Yeah.
Not even there yet.
Yeah, so it's a little ways.
Well, I hope he gets. I mean, listen.
Yeah, we don't. I mean, obviously, your health
I hope
is
he
more
gets
important.
better above all else.
Yeah, your health is way more important than as much as we want to see a movie. But, but obviously, you got to take care of yourself. That's bigger.
Yeah,
than
please get better. Please get better.
Yeah, if that's the case,
now,
without a doubt.
If it comes that Matt Reeves can't finish it, for whatever reason, do you continue?
No, you can't.
I don't think you can, right? I mean,
you can't do it. And God forbid he passes. Nothing. You just got to take it on. You just got to take it on the chin.
I don't think you do. No, I really don't think.
I don't think he would. I don't think he would go for it. I mean, I feel like they could do some. I mean, it doesn't fit with what they want to do with him because they want Robin, and I feel like it wouldn't fit. But I don't think he would go for it.
I don't know either. That's such a sticky situation because it's just like the Chadwick Boseman thing, right? It's just like Matt Reeves, it's his vision.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like you couldn't continue it, and you couldn't even if you couldn't continue it, and you couldn't bring. I don't think you could bring him in to Gunn's verse.
No,
because it wouldn't fit with what Gunn wants to do.
No, he's looking for more of a comic book like classic iconic Batman,
right?
Like that you would have read in the 80s or something. You know what I mean? 70s or 80s. That's
more romanticized.
Yeah, that's what he's looking for, right? Something that they haven't really quite done.
Yeah.
I mean, you could say that maybe Val Kilmer, Clooney's Batman, but
I would even say to an extent, what's his name, or Snyder's Batman is probably like that, just because of what Batman could do.
I would say the closest, in my opinion, that you get to comic accurate Batman is Affleck's Batman in the Snyder cut of Justice League.
Right, exactly, yeah.
Like specifically, you know what I mean? Like that Snyder cut of Justice League, the way Affleck captured him, I thought was as close to the comics I think as I've ever seen.
Is it weird that I agree with that, but I also think that Pattinson's Batman is the most accurate psychologically?
No, I get what you're saying, especially like if you're talking about early Batman.
Yeah.
Like if obviously
because this was all supposed to go somewhere. Like he was supposed to grow with the movies,
right?
So I feel like that's what it would have been.
Let's hope that we're talking about it in past tense.
Yes,
let's
of
hope
course.
that that's
yeah,
not going to be the case.
Please get better, Mr. Matt.
Yeah,
Please get
let's
better.
hope. And I mean, I will say, I mean, listen, they did the Penguin show, and Matt Reeves, I think, had some involvement.
Yeah.
I guess I would say, but then there were other people that took it on. So I guess it would be a matter of, okay, who's I don't know all the ins and outs of who works on that movie or that show, but is there enough of someone else who's plugged in that could then step up and say, okay, we have an understanding of what Matt Reeves was going to go for, so maybe can we carry it from there? That's the only way that I would ever want to see it.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
Matt gives the blessing.
Right. Don't just bring in somebody. You know.
Yeah, I would have such a huge problem if they did.
Yeah, I wouldn't be.
I probably wouldn't see the movie, honestly.
Because it just wouldn't feel right.
No, it wouldn't feel right. And but yeah, get better. If this is all true, just get better.
Absolutely.
The brightest day. Where are the heroes?